When most Europeans think of America, they picture the famous places they've seen in movies, New York skyscrapers, Los Angeles streets, Las Vegas lights, or the Hollywood sign. But the moment they travel beyond those iconic cities, they discover a completely different side of America that they never expected. They find neighborhoods filled with enormous homes that look almost like private estates. Houses with wide front lawns, spacious backyards, long driveways, and garages that can feel bigger than entire European apartments. The streets are wider, the houses are more spread out, and in many areas, you can drive for miles without seeing crowded sidewalks or rows of apartment buildings. For many European visitors, it feels like stepping into a movie scene, except it's not Hollywood. It's everyday life for millions of Americans. But why are American neighborhoods designed this way? Why do they feel so different from the towns and cities many Europeans grew up with? Today, we're going to explore what surprises visitors the most about American neighborhoods and discover the story behind the way America lives.
What is this propeller?
What? No, it's just a fan.
A fan?
Yeah.
That's so dangerous. What if it falls on top of you?
What do you? It's not gonna fall.
How do you even turn this thing on?
Well, with those things, you see those.
That's so dangerous. What if your hands get stuck in there and then you die?
You're not gonna put your hands.
Why do Americans not just open the normal people open the window? Why do you install this propeller? It's not suicidal propeller.
It's not a propeller. It's just.
You can die from this if this falls on the top of your head. You're dead.
But there's a table.
Dead.
There's a table.
Toad. Okay. Yeah, it falls like. What if you eat and then this propeller falls on top of you? You're toad.
It's not gonna fall.
It doesn't even give like natural air.
It's not gonna fall. You can't open.
And the lights under it, that's literally like death.
Can you not put your hands so
it's a
close
death
to?
Recipe.
Don't put your
Look,
hands.
the light and the air together, toad. This is crazy.
You just don't put your hands so close.
I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna open the windows.
No, please don't open the windows. Don't open the windows. No, there's mosquitoes. There's mosquitoes. Please don't. No.
Stop looking.
No, don't. There's mosquitoes.
I am in the US right now and I feel like I need to whisper to say this because I'm walking outside in the neighborhood and there's literally no one. I'm the only one walking outside and I feel like I'm in a movie. This is everything that I've seen in movies and I am right now in it. It actually looks like a movie set. It just doesn't look real. It's so calm. I'm not used to that, but it really looks like a movie. I feel like I'm in a movie.
Okay, so you come to America and you realize that everything is the way you saw it in the movies. Like yellow school buses, like big suburban houses with mailboxes out front and newspapers on the driveway. Like massive grocery stores with entire aisles with cereal or chips. And then sprinklers going off unexpectedly while you're parking your car after going to one of the Starbucks drive-thrus. And yes, drive-thrus are everywhere here.
Now, something that we don't have in the UK is houses like this made of siding. Now, siding is an alternative to brick. It's weather resistant, it's pretty durable, it's cheaper than brick. Now, a lot of houses here have brick, and generally if they have brick, they'll usually have siding around the back. But in England, my friend's house was built in 1360. The walls are like 3 feet thick. That's not 1760. Not 1360, which means that by the time Henry VIII was on the throne in 1509, it was already relatively historical. Now that is insane, isn't it?
Things in American houses that are different to European houses. Number one, the doors are humongous here. You know how in European houses you can put your towel on the door? This is huge. While we're on the subject of doors, every single door has a lock on it, which I personally love. Plugs have these buttons on them. I'm pretty sure this is off and on. So for example, my hairdryer, if you didn't want to take out the plug, you can just press this button, which I don't really get because there's an on and off button on this hairdryer. But yeah, these are literally on every single thing here, so that's definitely a difference. American houses have this thing. It's not even a normal door stopper, it's literally this spring. Accidentally tripping on this in the middle of the night will wake up your whole entire house. Okay, next, every single house has a pantry. In England, we would just put all of this in our cupboards. Personally, I kind of like this. Every single fridge you see will have water, cubed ice, and crushed ice. Like, that is so bougie. Every single sink has like a machine that grinds everything in the sink. Like, listen to this. I don't know what the purpose is for that, but every single house will have a fan. That's all I can think of right now, but if you guys want a part 2, let me know.
German's first time in the USA.
So your house is pretty nice, but I have a question. Is it true your walls are made out of paper?
No.
Are you sure it's only 10 centimeters wide?
Well, the house is wood and the walls are made of drywall.
Yes, but if I would punch in wall, it would make big hole, right?
Huge. Giant hole.
Exactly. And what is paper made out of?
Wood.
Exactly. It's not a stereotype. Made out of paper. Wait, what is that? What is this cheese grater looking thing?
Oh, that right there is a vent.
Wait, is this an army radiator?
Yeah, sure. That's where the heat and the air conditioning come out of.
Wow, that is some army engineering.
So, would you like a tea?
Yeah, I'll take a Pfirsich tea. Peach, please.
All right, 1 tea coming up. So I drink tea every day.
Are you warming my tea up in the microwave?
Of course, that's the best way to do it. All right, here you go.
Tastes great.
As someone who grew up in Europe, especially in Germany, there's something so cool about American suburbs, and I don't think Americans are realizing that. For me, this really feels like I'm walking through a movie set. And I know that doesn't make sense for a lot of people who grew up here, but I get so excited every time I see a yellow school bus, or like these long drives away with the basketball hubs, or even like these random sidewalks as I'm walking here right now. So please tell me I'm not the only one.
Bro, neighborhoods in America are absolutely insane. Bro, look at the houses here where I'm at. This looks just like a movie. The pavement's different, the roads are wide. I'm gonna take you guys to the end there because, bro, at the end of the road, there is a crazy big house in the corner. I need you guys to see this. But look how beautiful the roads are, man. You got palm trees everywhere. I'm in the middle of the road. There's barely any cars where I'm at. I low-key think I like this neighborhood a bit more than Beverly Hills as well. This is the house I was talking about. Look how insane that is. And the crazy part is, it's literally on the corner. So they've got the view of all this place here. Bro, even that house is mad. Literally just like a movie. Yeah, man, that house is just insane. Whoever said the USA is overrated is lying to you. I'm telling you, the USA has been the best holiday I've ever done in my life. LA, crazy. Vegas, crazy. Nevada, Death Valley, all these places. Bro, so beautiful. Anyways, I got an LA vlog dropping on my YouTube in only a couple days, so make sure you guys watch out for that. But definitely come to the USA if you have the opportunity.
Let's have a look around my American neighbourhood with me. First of all, there's flags on nearly every lamppost you go past. Green wheelie bins instead of purple. They're massive as well, and they get picked up twice a week. Fire hydrants in the middle of the street. Do we have stop signs like this in the UK? Everyone's grass is always cut nicely and edged. Because if you leave it too high, the parish can come and give you a ticket. No one wants a ticket, do they? Nearly everyone's got one of these trees in the front garden.
Does anyone even know what type of tree this is? Is it a palm?
Another flag on someone's house. More of them trees I was talking about. We don't have a post box thing in our door. We've got mailboxes. Rocking chairs in people's front and some little decorations. The streets just look different in general, don't they? Driving on the wrong side of the road. Mailboxes at the end of your driveway, because why do you want the postman to walk up your path?
Here are things in my American neighbourhood that just won't make sense to a British person. The houses are not attached like they are where I grew up in the UK. If your house was detached in the UK where I lived, then you were considered rich. Next up, we have basketball hoops. Pretty much every house that has kids that live in it has a basketball hoop. Every single house in my neighbourhood has a garage. Where I lived in the UK, none of the houses had garages. Again, if you had a garage, then you were considered rich. With the garages, everyone leaves them open. No one has to worry about anything getting stolen, anything being moved, or anything like that. On the topic of things being stolen, people have patio furniture, people leave their bikes outside. They literally leave anything outside and they don't have to worry about it being stolen. In the UK, when the bin man comes, if the rubbish is not inside of the bin, then he's not going to take it. Here, you can have it like this and everything will be gone. Doesn't matter what it is, they take it. Next up, we have a mailbox. We don't have letterboxes on the door like you do in the UK, so pretty much anyone can steal your mail, but why would anyone want to steal your bills? Not only that, it is also a crime. This red handle on the side lets the mailman know whether you have outgoing mail, and he will take it to the post office. Next up, everyone's grass looks like this. We live in a HOA, so everybody's grass has to be maintained. Unfortunately, if you own your house, you have to do it yourself. If you rent, these guys will do it for you.
I'm a Brit living in America, so I'm going to show you some of my favourite things in my American neighbourhood compared to my UK one. This, no horn blowing, $50 to $100 fine. Never seen that before in the UK. I should say we live in Hoboken, which is in New Jersey, opposite New York. So it's different every town, you know, but this is my favourite things about our town. So people just leave things on like their doorstep for you to come and take, which I think is really cute. In the UK, we don't really leave stuff outside. We just normally take it to the charity shop. So it's quite cute that you guys, you know, support each other. Another one of just stuff left outside to take. You guys are going to think I'm weird, but we don't have this in the UK, like these little pull fins. That's very American to me. So obviously we do have mailboxes, but I can't tell you how many times I thought this is a trash can when it's not. Your mailboxes, that does confuse me. Every single block will have a crossing. In the UK, you've got like 110 miles just to find a crosswalk. I'm sure every Brit that moves to America says this, but these fire hydrants, they are just so American to us. I want to try and open it, I don't know. And is it true in the summer you guys open it so we can like cool off? Because I'm sweating still. I think it's 33 degrees and I ain't used to it. School buses, don't have them in the UK, how cool. American flag just flying high and proud. In the UK, we're not very patriotic compared to you guys, but I do think it's really cool. And in the most corners, like we've got a wrap place, we've got a pizza place down there, we've got a restaurant, and then we've got a coffee shop there. Maybe this is just a Hoboken thing, but I feel like every corner of a block has something fun on it. I can't tell you how bad it is my bank balance.
Now, I am British and I am currently in an American neighbourhood. This time it's a Boston neighbourhood. And I'm going to show you some of the differences between Boston and the UK. For a start, the colours are wild. This is a fall in America. Now, the last time I did an American neighbourhood, it was in the South in North Carolina, where the houses were all kind of single floors. Here, every house has 2 floors. So the houses seem bigger, but they are still made of wood. Now, remember the fire hydrants? These have flags on them. Now look at this. This is a newspaper. I think it's just been thrown on the driveway. If that was to happen in the UK, there'd be uproar. One thing I will say is it does feel a lot more British. I'm feeling like there's a bit of an English influence here. The weather for sure, because it is colder. We've still got the American flags. Can always guarantee. Every house is like something out of a Christmas movie. Like this should be on a postcard. Wait until you see this. This is a baseball field just right by a neighbourhood. Look at that. This is bonkers. In the UK, this would be a football pitch. Sorry, soccer. When I've been in the South, I haven't seen a baseball pitch right next to a neighbourhood. So does that mean that baseball is better in the North? One thing I will say is it does feel a little bit more neighboury. Everyone seems like they live closer together. So I don't know if that means that people are more friendly or it's just a smaller state so they have to live closer together. That is my comparison of American neighbourhoods through these Brits' eyes. But don't go anywhere because I feel like there's going to be a lot more to come.
Things in American households that are weird to British people. My British friends, let me know if you agree with these. Let's get into it. Okay, first up, light switches and power outlets inside the bathroom. So in the UK, it's very common for the light switches for the bathroom to be on the wall outside the bathroom. And most bathrooms in the UK do not have a power outlet inside the bathroom at all, except for maybe just a small one for an electric razor. Having a power outlet inside the bathroom is extremely weird to British people because they worry about the close proximity of the power outlet to the water. Which makes sense because, as we all know, electricity and water do not mix. Now, speaking of the bathroom, having just one faucet for both hot water and cold water is also weird to British people because in the UK, it's typical to have 2 separate taps, one for hot water and one for cold water. And I don't just mean 2 separate handles, I mean 2 separate taps. One that only dispenses hot water and one that only dispenses cold water. It's not typical to have just one faucet that mixes both the hot and cold water like we have in American households. Also, having a completely separate room for laundry. So in the UK, most people have their washing machine in the kitchen. It's also not super common to have a tumble dryer in the UK because most people in the UK line dry their clothes. And it's not very common to have a top-loading washing machine in the UK, which makes sense because you can't have a washing machine that loads from the top if it's underneath your kitchen counter. So my British friends, what do you think? Do these seem weird to you? And what other things do you find weird about American homes? Let me know.
From the UK to Florida, let me show you what I love about my neighbourhood. How the Americans adore their country so much, there is flags up absolutely everywhere. The lizards everywhere you go, perched on the fence. Oh. Love it, they only keep the bins out on bin day. The rest of the week they need to be inside your garage. I love the fact that we can walk in the road, it's so peaceful and so quiet, and the cars drive so carefully.
I love how well kept the grass verges are. Beautiful trees and the greenery. Seeing the school bus. I thought you'd only see that in movies.
I'm a Brit living in America, and these are the biggest culture shocks that I found living in the US. First things first, the mailboxes. The mailboxes here really are like the movies. They're kind of just outside your house. You don't have a letterbox. And also, people do love an American flag. You don't really see anybody in the UK put a British flag outside their house, but here it's more normal to have a flag outside your house than not. Most houses in the UK, I would say, are townhouses or semi-detached houses. I grew up in that typical brick semi-detached house, where here most houses are just normal detached houses. This is something that I definitely don't think we have in the UK, but fire hydrants. We have a fire hydrant on every corner in our neighbourhood, and I think in any neighbourhood. They look like this, and it's just here, obviously, in case there's a fire. I also find here in the US, people take a lot of pride in their home. Now, I'm not saying people don't in the UK, but look, people love to garden. They love to maintain the grass outside their house. Everything has to look perfect. Where I find in the UK, we're not as bothered about that. I've had a lot of comments saying all the houses here look exactly the same. While they definitely do look similar in some aspects, I also find they look more different than houses in the UK. Most single family homes here in the US will have a 2-car garage, which again, in the UK, if you have a garage, most of the time it's definitely not a 2-car garage. I mean, the garage that we had growing up, I don't even know if you could fit a car in there, but here, most garages you can fit 2 cars in. Anything else that you want to know, let me know in the comments.
Americans, potentially me and Shana, have just stumbled across the most American looking neighborhood we have ever seen. Huge open roads, absolutely beautiful houses.
Big trucks.
American flag, big trucks.
Big trucks, and there's a beautiful Ford truck over there. Is that an old one?
It's an old school truck, it looks amazing. But get in the comments, let us know, is this a normal American neighborhood, or have we just stumbled across a really nice one? Because it is honestly so clean, so pristine, and so spaced out.
The houses are so beautiful, and plus James and I were just saying to each other we were born in the wrong country, because this is like a perfect neighborhood for us. The adventure you get in the US is so completely different to the UK. The people are so much more nicer, and Mum's even been discovering that, hasn't she?
She has.
She's so shocked at how Americans are just so forward and friendly and outgoing and just want the best for you. It's so different to life in the UK.
Completely different. And also, you will not find a neighborhood like this in the UK. Everything's cramped, all the houses are right next to each other, and the roads are tiny, and there's normally no parking. So Americans, if you live in a neighborhood like this, you are blessed.
Was fällt euch hier auf, wenn ihr diese Häuser seht? So, meine Frau und ich machen mal wieder hier unseren Spaziergang durch diese Siedlung. Ach ja, wenn ihr mehr USA-Content sehen wollt, dann folgt auch auf jeden Fall. So, und diese Siedlung ist schon ein bisschen älter. Aber eine Sache, die immer wieder auffällt, ist, wie sauber und ordentlich die Siedlungen und die Grundstücke hier angelegt sind. Das ist wirklich beeindruckend. Also es sieht so schön aus. Das ist wirklich der Wahnsinn. Schreibt mal in die Kommentare, wie ihr das so findet.
Here are some things in my American neighborhood that shocked me after growing up on a council estate. First up is these signs. Where I grew up, people would literally just fly around the corners. No one would stop, and you would literally have to have eyes on the back of your head. A lot of houses in America have the American flag outside. I honestly don't know why. I assume it's because they're proud of their country. Another big one that blew my mind was having furniture outside. Now, every area in the UK is different, so please don't come for me. But like I said, I grew up on a council estate, so anything you put outside wouldn't last 5 minutes. So seeing people have barbecues, plants, literally all sorts outside blew my mind. Now this is my house, and I am proud to say that there'll be no chavs taking my stuff. Even my little gingerbreads are safe. And by all means, I do not live in a rich neighbourhood, but I also do not live in a poor area. But seeing people have boats outside of their house, like obviously they have money, but it just blew my mind. A lot of houses also have basketball hoops. I assume that they're laid down in case they fall over in the wind, but I can honestly see us having a hoop when Mayan's older. Another one that I actually don't really like is the colour of the houses. We live in a HOA, so you have to have your house a certain colour, but that bright blue is just very outstanding. We have normal trees in front of our house, but then we also have palm trees, and that is because we live in Florida. Here in Florida, having a truck is like a normal car, but if this truck was on the roads where I used to live, oh my gosh, it would look like a monster truck. I want to say literally every other house in my neighbourhood owns a truck. Another big difference and another big shocker is the mail. Your mail gets left in the mailbox or on your front step if it's a big parcel. And you can also send mail out by putting this red lever up, and the mailman or lady will take it to the post office for you, as long as it has a prepaid stamp.
I've just found the most American neighborhood. Check this out. Tell me that doesn't look American. To an English person, that is so cool.
Things you'll see in my American neighbourhood that you wouldn't see in my UK neighbourhood. Little black mailboxes outside each house. Little yellow fire hydrants dotted around. They look like little minions. Perfectly cut lawns everywhere. Flags on every postbox and house and balcony. You could see more flags going on there. They're just so patriotic over here. I absolutely love it. Palm trees. Every single house has a couple of palm trees outside. Little palm trees and big palm trees. Great big retention ponds behind most of the houses, and yes, these ponds have a good few gators in them. Seating areas outside the front of each house. Some have benches and some have tables and chairs, but nearly every single house in the neighbourhood has a table and chairs outside of its front door. You'll also see lots of houses with their garages left open. And this is a cute one, little lizards. You'll just be walking along the pavement and the lizards will run across the pavement, especially at night time. And on the trees, they're literally everywhere, and my daughter thinks it's the best thing in the world because she spends most of her days trying to catch them, but they are very, very cute.
Come with us on a walk in our American neighbourhood as Brits living in America. It's a mess still outside our house. Good morning, America. It's hot. We have just had the 4th of July, but usually almost every single house will have a flag out here, which I love. According to our contract today, that's not a general rule across America. Not everyone does this, so it happens a lot in these type of HOA neighborhoods. I love it. I love seeing it. I think it's already about 28 degrees, maybe 30, and it's not even 9 a.m. But test the pavement. The pavement is cool because it's white instead of black tarmac. Is that what Uncle Sam is? That guy? That is a cute little mailbox. Do you like living in America? Do you think it's nice? Is it nice and sunny every day and warm for your little old legs? I love all the palm trees at that house. That's my favourite house on this block. I want to live in that one. This one's pretty as well. Still need to get a basketball hoop for our front yard now. Our local sheriff. Me and Joe were just saying we think this is actually prettier than the last street that we lived on. It's beautiful. Look at that little view. Beautiful little mini heron thingy. So pretty. Oh, Jessie got too tired. Two ducks and a squirrel. Bless you. This one's kind of in the woods. And we are home. This grass is so long after a week. For those of you that have seen my HOA video, let me show you my brown grass that I'm going to be starting to treat. There's a patch there, there. Now that we've worked all our sprinklers to the best ability we can, we've got some fertilizer and we'll plant some of that stuff. That's us home. See you later.
I've just found the most American neighborhood here in California. Check this house out. Wow. Look at this house. I mean, this guy looks like a typical American enjoying his day. Very goofy walk though. Look at these houses. I love Pasadena.